over in the 8 Super Bowls that he's played in. He's thrown for an average of 322 yards, so I'm going over. Last year he threw for 500 yards.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm going to take Tom Brady in the over. Yeah.
All right, Coach.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the over as well. I think it'll start slow and end with a flurry, and it'll end up over 300 yards.
And that's what happened in the Falcons Super Bowl, by the way, when he was 21 of 27 for 256 yards from basically the tail end of the fourth quarter to the end of the game. I'm going to go under, however. I think the Patriots are going to try to have this game have a limited number of possessions. I think they're going to try to get Sony Michel involved a lot. A similar game plan to what they had against the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think Talib and Peters can hold their own against the Patriot receivers. For all those reasons, I think Brady's more likely in the 250s range, so I would go under on this one.
All right, on to the other starting quarterback in this game, Jared Goff. All right, Kenny, will Goff throw for over or under 285.5 yards?
I'm going to say under just because I believe the Rams' path to victory starts with Todd Gurley and C.J. Anderson. If Jared Goff throws for over 282 yards, I'm probably going to say that they're playing from behind in that game, and I don't think that bodes well for a young team going up against the experienced New England Patriots.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the over on this because I think they are going to be playing from behind and chasing a little bit. Or at least it's going to be high scoring enough that he's got to throw for at least that number.
That he's going to have to match with Brady. I'm going under for similar reasons as you, Kenny. I think the Rams' clearest path is Todd Gurley early and often, and I think they're going to see pretty early that Goff is not going to have time back there. That if he is going to throw the ball, it's going to have to be quick, and if he's going to get over 285 yards, going to be a lot of yards after catch. I don't think they're going to have time for a lot of 5 and probably 0 7-step drops in this game, so I'm going to say under for this as well.
All right, if we've learned anything from recent history, Tom Brady and Jared Goff might not be the only players to attempt a pass in this one. Neither of these teams are afraid of a trick play. Chris, will over or under 2.5 players throw a pass come Sunday?
I'm going to go over. I think that there's going to be a trick play in this game. We saw last year the Philadelphia Eagles with Philly, and they had a touchdown pass to Nick Foles in that game in a pivotal moment. Julian Edelman has a background. He was a college quarterback, so I think Bill Belichick is going to have something up his sleeve, and I think Sean McVay will look to try to match that with some trickery, so I'm going to say over.
Yeah, you always go into a game like this with 2 or 3 gadget plays, and you saw the flea flicker against Kansas City, and look, the punters can throw. There's a host of people that can throw the ball. I'm sure someone's going to want to pull something off.
Last year, 4 guys did it because of the Philly, and if you remember famously, the pass to Brady that was right out of his reach. So this is an actual bet I'm going to make. This is my favorite bet of the Super Bowl. Over, absolutely. If a quarterback gets injured even for a series, you win the bet. If Johnny Hecker, who's thrown, they do more fake punts in with the Fossil kid, right?
Yeah,
is the special teams coordinator there. They do more fake punts than any team in football, and we know Julian Edelman can throw. So I love the over on this one. I think at least 3 guys throw a pass in this game.
Giselle was right about her husband. He can't throw it and catch it.
No.
We saw that last year.
What are you laughing at me about, Coach?
Because whenever you lock in a bet, I'm thinking, oof, I might bet against it.
Okay.
You gonna fade him on the bet, Coach?
I've never bet on football, but this might be too good to be true.
Gronk played a big part in the Patriots' AFC Championship win. He had 6 catches for 79 yards. Kenny, will Gronk have over or under 49.5 receiving yards on Sunday?
I'm going over, Jenna, and I know the Gronkowski that we've seen this year hasn't been the Gronkowski of past years, but if you look at the 3 Super Bowls he's played, he's averaged 70 yards receiving in those games. The AFC Championship game against the Kansas City Chiefs, he had 11 targets. He got 6 catches for 79 yards. I'm going to take the over on that one.
I'm taking the over as well. One of the worst things you can do is underestimate a great player in a big moment, and I think that Brady will see the coverage. Whoever they have lined up against them, if it's isolated, it's going to Gronk.
And in that Chiefs game where he did his damage was the 4th quarter in overtime. He only had 1 catch leading into the 4th quarter. I'm going under, however, because I think Aqib Talib is going to be on Gronk at least a fair amount in this game. I think they recognize what Gronk can do, especially on 3rd downs. I think you can put Marcus Peters on Edelman, Aqib Talib on Gronk, and see if someone else can beat you. I think Gronk will have a huge impact trying to not only set the edge, but also when you're talking about his wham blocks on Aaron Donald in the run game. But receiving, do I think he cracks 50 yards? I do not, so I say under.
That is the bet I'm going with also. That's my lock.
Okay.
Both of these teams have multiple running backs that can impact the game. Kenny, who will have more combined yards from scrimmage, C.J. Anderson and Todd Gurley, or Sony Michel and James White?
I'm going with the Patriots running backs. I told you earlier in the show, Sony Michel, 70% of the snaps he's in the game for the Patriots. He's getting the ball. And then, of course, we all know James White is a factor in the passing game as a receiver out of the backfield. I think James White is third all-time in total touchdowns scored in Super Bowls. He's only played in the game twice. So I'll roll with the Patriots running backs.
Big game, James.
Yeah, man-to-man coverage is great as long as you can match up on all those guys. And we saw the Rams struggle with the back out of the backfield last week, and then they had to butch the back with the defensive ends, hit him as he was on his way out. I think that the linebackers are going to have a really tough time dealing with James White, and that's where the numbers are going to come from.
This is a bet for me purely about number 30 for the Los Angeles Rams. I think he will be the feature part of their game plan. I think he will have 20-plus carries. I think he'll have a half dozen catches. So even without C.J. Anderson, I might take the Rams running backs just based on Todd Gurley. I think their clearest path to victory is their best player on offense being dominant. For that reason, I'm going to say the Rams running backs powered by a potential Super Bowl MVP, Todd Gurley.
All right, well, Tom Brady has the best odds to win Super Bowl MVP. That makes sense considering he's won the award 487 times. But Kenny, which player is the best long shot to win MVP on Sunday?
487 be a record.
Yes.
I just told you, I like James
White.
I like James White. James White is going to be a factor in the passing game. And you said it, Coach. You saw the Rams defense struggle against that in the first half of that NFC Championship game with Alvin Kamara. He had 11 catches for 96 yards total in that game. So I think James White will have some favorable matchups in the passing game. I think that Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels will look to exploit that.
Mine is Josh Reynolds.
Wow.
So, and the reason being is I think they'll take away the two lead receivers, and Josh Reynolds is going to have to come up big. And last week, he came up big, and he showed the potential to play in those moments, and he'll have opportunities. He'll have plenty of opportunities. And I also like him carrying the ball. He looked pretty good when he had the opportunity on the jet sweep. So that would be the guy I look for.
I like the analysis on both of your guys, but from a gambling perspective, I hate it only for this reason. Both of you guys, for your guys to win MVP, they have to have a lot of catches. It is so hard for a receiver or pass catcher to win MVP in these games because if they have a big game, it almost by default means the quarterback had a big game. I know Deion Branch won a Super Bowl MVP for you guys once, so it does occasionally happen. So if I'm going long shot, I'm going to the other side of the ball. Gurley wouldn't be considered a long shot. How about Aqib Talib? A pick six in this game, a big play in this game, a change of momentum that flips the game. I think Aqib Talib's going to be the most important Rams defensive player not named Aaron Donald. So at 80-1, I'll take Aqib Talib.
All right, we got my favorite ones now, the cross sports prop.
Yeah, let's do it.
Who will have more points this weekend? Steph Curry on Saturday against the Lakers or the Patriots on Sunday? Kenny, who are you taking?
I'm going with Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors on this one over the Patriots total in the game on Sunday. Steph Curry's averaged 31 points for the month of January. I think this is his second highest month. I think October he had 33, but he only played in 9 games. So I'm going to take Steph Curry. I think he's cooking right now. He's finally starting to hit his groove. And I think that this game against the Patriots, this game for the Rams and the Patriots, I think it's going to be in the 20s. So for that reason, I go with Steph.
Yeah, I think the Patriots are going to score over 30, and I'm going with Steph's career average of, 29.5. You'd know exactly.
27-ish, yeah.
Yeah, okay, but I'm off a little bit. Yeah. So I think he's going to stay more in career numbers, and I think the Patriots are going to put up over 30.
So I'm going to go with Steph if for no other reason than on Saturday, the Warriors play the Lakers. We know Lonzo's out. Rondo at the very end of the game last night limped off the court. We don't know what defensive point guard they're going to be able to have. And Steph can easily win this bet before the game starts. Steph could hang 42 on the Lakers on Saturday, and then you're drawing dead if you're on the Patriots side of the equation. So this is another bet I intend to actually make with real money. I like Steph Curry to outscore the Patriots.
Aren't the Lakers 8th in team defense? So they must be doing something right organization.
Absolutely, but part of that's Lonzo. He's not playing. Part of that's Rondo. He's dinged up. And I overstated Steph's career average.
What do you got there, Coach?
Just checking off the bets and
okay, well, all right.
Tell people
this level of disrespect.
We have one of the best prop bets every year. What color Gatorade will be poured on the winning coach? Kenny, go ahead. You start.
Well, I'm going with orange, Jenna.
Why?
There's no real reason for it. I just like orange Gatorade, and I'm a Virginia graduate, so I just think orange would be the color to roll with.
All right.
Yeah, initially I was thinking clear. It'd be water if it's on the Patriots.
Lime, lemon, something.
But I at the end of the day went with orange just because I feel like there's more orange Gatorade in the sideline than others.
Listen, orange is the favorite. It's not a bad bet by you. I'm going to go with the color we're seeing right there, blue. You're getting decent money on blue at 4-1. Patriots have done it in the past. I feel like the Rams are a more blue Gatorade team, and I think the Rams might end up winning this game, so they're the ones pouring the Gatorade. I'd be very careful if I'm the Rams, though. Don't be pouring that Gatorade on Wade Phillips. He's a 70-year-old man. You can't be pouring Gatorade on our senior citizens and the cold. You can't be doing that to them. See, keep it with Sean McVay, but I'm going to go with blue.
And I think the blue Gatorade people like less, so it'll be more full.
More abundant, sure. They'll be far more flowing. Yes.
Yeah, you did. That's good analysis.
After that winning. Coach, thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Great job, brother.
Coming up, did the Knicks blow their future or set themselves up for championships? That's next on First Thing.